BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Catherine Cracknell. The UK head of the travel firm TUI has said reimposing a 2-week quarantine period on people arriving from Portugal will have a significant impact on his industry. It's been less than 2 weeks since ministers lifted the restriction, but there's since been an increase in coronavirus cases there. Andrew Flintham, who's the managing director of TUI in the UK, believes alternative steps could be taken.
The fact that the Portuguese rate may be one level, is that consistent with, say, the Algarve, where the majority of the tourists may be? In the UK, we have a slightly different policy in the fact that we don't lock down the whole UK when the Leicester rate goes up, as an example. Can we apply the same kind of principle to allow us to continue to operate to those places where the rates are low?
Scotland's First Minister Nicola Sturgeon has said the number of coronavirus cases in the Greater Glasgow and Clyde area is causing concern. There were 66 new cases in the region out of a total of 154 across Scotland in the past 24 hours. Sturgeon's been outlining her government's plans for the next year and said the UK government's move to end the job retention scheme in October must not be allowed to happen.
The looming withdrawal of the furlough scheme risks a tsunami of redundancies. I am therefore calling again today on the UK to follow the lead of countries like France and Germany and extend the job retention scheme for a further 12 months, especially for those sectors hardest hit by COVID and with the longest road to recovery.
The Education Secretary, Gavin Williamson, is to make a statement in the Commons this afternoon following a series of U-turns, including over exam results and wearing face coverings in schools in England. As pupils prepare to head back to school, Mr Williamson is facing pressure to delay GCSE and A-levels next year to allow teachers to help children catch up after lessons were disrupted during the lockdown. At a news conference earlier, the Education Minister in Wales, Kirsty Williams, said discussions about delaying exams there next year were ongoing.
Qualifications Wales is liaising with other regulators as to whether it would be wise to move those examinations to a different point in the year, primarily to maximise teaching time to ensure that all specifications can be taught. But clearly there is a knock-on effect.
The Transport Secretary, Grant Shapps, has said fewer than 400 fines have been issued to people in England for not wearing face coverings on public transport. More than 115,000 travellers have been stopped and reminded that coverings are mandatory. And the new Director General of the BBC has said it needs to keep reforming with urgency. Tim Davies said the corporation had to become trusted, relevant and indispensable in what he called this digital age. Mr Davies spending his first day in the job meeting staff at BBC Scotland in Glasgow. And that's the BBC News at 3:03.
Thank you. And now stand by for the non-stop oldies.